Hello and welcome to Respect the Boy. It's your boy K, and I'm back again with the PSL transfer news, guys. After a 2-day hiatus, I'm back, guys. I was taking a bit of a break, but I'm back, guys. Obviously, we're reacting to the biggest transfer news in the PSL and of South African players in general. We're reacting to maybe Witbooi potentially wanting only Orlando Pirates. Mamelodi Sundowns moving closer to signing Ndah. What's your thoughts? Pirates confirm 9 departures. The latest on Kaizer Chiefs and more, guys. And as always, if you enjoy this content, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Get down in the comments and share your thoughts. And of course, people, let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, guys, we begin off. Emil Witbooi, Tomaga Witbooi from Cape Town City, potentially wanting only Orlando Pirates. This is coming in from Soccer Beat. That's where I saw it. I don't know if it's first coming in, like that's the first place it came from, but I saw it go Soccer Beat where apparently he's told the Cape Town City Gucci he wants a move and he wants to only join Orlando Pirates. And this is encouraging, guys. This is encouraging, whenever you have a player that wants to join you. Marabotata, the problem is Pirates gonna pay this kid? You know, Pirates needs to pay up, essentially. That's my reaction to it. Pirates needs to pay up, because Cape Town City will demand a fee because we saw what they did. But it's not the first time someone is rattling their cage of it, boy. Sundowns wanted to sign him. I think it was last transfer window or the other one, not January, maybe like August. This one, yeah, before last season, not last season, but you know what I'm saying. But then they wanted to sign him. Cape Town City demanded crazy transfer fee. Sundowns backed out. So we're gonna have to pay somewhat. I think the transfer fee will be less because now it's 2 seasons go NFT. You can't have a talent such as Witbooi wasting away NFT. He is one of the top prospects in Africa, not even in South Africa, in Africa. And he's just wasting away. I'm not saying anything, I'm not trying to knock on the NFT, but it's like saying Messi should be playing in the second tier of Spain. As much as we have respect for the league, no top player should be playing NFT. If you're a top player, you shouldn't be playing there. So essentially, Witbooi needs a move. It's good for South African football because I think he's at that level where he's a top player. If you watch the boy play, he's a top player. He needs the move. And for the Pirates, Sundowns just embarrassed us in the transfer window by hijack Ndlovu. It's an embarrassment because we just lost Mfukeng. Ndlovu was supposed to be coming. I'm not saying like for like, but then he's the marquee signing to replace Mfukeng. And Sundowns hijacked it, embarrassing us. So we need to go out and get this boy. He's he's very rare, guys. There's very rare star boys like Bogunto in South Africa, that you can replace a player of the caliber of Mfukeng. I'm not saying he's gonna do as well as Mfukeng or he's the direct replacement. Mara, it makes sense. The dots, like, it's click like Katakana. Star boy out, star boy in, Mfukeng out, Witbooi in. It makes sense. Pirates should be all over the boy. Just pay him. Pay him the wages, pay Cape Town City because it seems you don't want to pay. Because why did we back out of the Ndlovu deal? We didn't want to pay him the wages he wanted. Sundowns doubled his wages, literally. Like doubled what we were offering. And embarrassed us, took him off our hands. Coolio, you know what? But you can't let this one go. Because who else is out there? Abopili. That's who I can think of. Abopili. Star players. I'm not saying like for like Mfukeng isn't in the 10 position. I mean, I'm a star player. We need to replace Mfukeng with a star player because every player that we've signed so far is just a prospect or a journeyman. I mean, Abu Company Lung, a journeyman, and we're supposed to depend on someone like that. We need a marquee signing, someone the fans can get excited for, someone who should you buy. Witbooi is that. Peely is that. That I'm mentioning players that are available on the market. So Pirates needs to pay. And Cape Town City can't be demanding crazy fees. You can't let such a prospect thingy. That's where, it's justified for Intwana and the agent if they strike. Because in NFT 2 seasons, guys. Why should I stay? Jaden Rhodes just bailed. Surely Witbooi should bail also. And moving to Orlando Pirates is a big opportunity for him. Because more eyes on him for other moves potentially to Europe. Number two, more chance to win trophies. Players have ambitions, but for win a trophy. More money on the table. Surely you can earn more. But as the Pirates, you don't know. And Futhi, national team, it's an eye opener to the national team. You will not get picked if you play NFT. No matter how good you are, you will not get picked if you play NFT. That's just a fact. That's a fact. You won't get picked. So putting all that together, the boy just the boy needs to move. Pirates Patala, Cape Town City Tetele Mfana Hambe. Just let it happen, guys. It just needs to happen. We just missed out on the Siandrove. I can't take another embarrassment. You know, I have Sundowns fans laughing. Man, send them a picture of Siandrove. Oh, you've been wanting him so bad, beggar. You know, let night get hoka. I need my spirits to be raised. Moving on, guys. Moving on. We touching on Pirates confirm staying on my club essentially. Pirates confirm 9 departures. You know, some of the players they're not important to mention. They're not really first team players. But the notable mention, you know, I wanted to just touch on him a bit. Uzutabiso Sesane. You know, I know about Rasa Boja and Abo Hambi, Abo Seth Green, DDC. Rasa Boja again. I'm not gonna talk about him too much. I didn't think he was all that. I know like us, you know, EDS and all that. For me, I never thought he was any good, you know. So it's sad, but in him and Sesane, I just wanted to touch on Sesane more because if we go to Sesane pre-injury when he was playing, that was under Olivero, right? Where were we in the league when him and Ndah was playing together? You know, we were first. We were competing on all fronts. We were still in the CAF Champions League. We were still in Nedbank Cup. So that's where he was. Then he got a long-term injury. And you never saw him again. He's been back, but he's never been given a chance to prove himself. Which it opens my eyes to the way Pirates treats its players. Because why is he not getting given a chance? What chance did he get given, Utadlale, to prove himself? Because as much as you guys, Nimtando Potlela, I mean, Nkosinathi Sibisi, like you love him. Nkosinathi Sibisi, for me, he's not at the ceiling. Yaga Sesane is higher than Yaga Nkosinathi. I'd argue the ceiling Yaga Sesane is higher than Yaga Siema. What you saw of Sesane back then, Siema's not better than him. Siema's the most mistake-prone defender ever. Like, he's good on the ball, but he makes so much mistakes, like defending. Nkosinathi, he's never going to be that player. As much as we want him, you can give him all the defenders of the seasons you want. Nkosinathi will never be that player. That's why Rivero was benching him for Sesane, for Ndah. Now, because he comes off a long-term injury, he never gets given a chance and he gets released. Similar with Ndah, Rasa Boja now. Kabelo Dlamini, they're trying to ship him out. As much as I'm saying, you know, I want him gone for his career and he's wasting his time with Pirates because he's not going to play and he shouldn't. But it just opens your eyes. Good Pirates doesn't treat players that come off long-term injuries well, unless maybe you're a star player. If you're a star player or you're a player of noteworthy, as in, you play Bonagalayo, then they probably treat you well. But these players come off long-term injuries and they won't get a chance to prove themselves. Ndah never got a chance to prove himself. Ndah, when he got that injury, or I know he's injury prone, but he was arguably the best defender of PSL when he was playing regularly. Then suddenly he's fallen down the pecking order and Sibisi is better than him. I'm a politiki. You can't tell me otherwise. Based on his footballing ability, Sibisi is not better than Olisa Ndah. Based on who Ndah is and his stature and who Nkosinathi Sibisi is, Sibisi cannot compare to Ndah. Ball playing ability, height wise, anything wise, reading the game wise. But who's getting picked? Is why? It's politics. Because Ndah has been back. Don't tell me about injury in. Sharpie got injured. Give him a fair chance to play. What do you never give him a fair chance to play? But I doubt, you know, Pirates is influenced by management. Probably management whispered in his ear and don't play them. Is it the wages? And Funugum I see on crazy wages. You wanted him gone because he's on crazy wages. Someone please explain when that was released. And I'll touch on Ndah more with Sundowns when I talk about his move to Sundowns. But Sesane, dog, he was playing. He's a DDC player. Surely we should have some sort of loyalty to him. Give him a fair chance, you know, a run of games. But he's not getting that because it's Tengabo CM, who are not even better than him in my accord. The last I saw Sesane, me, personally, don't tell me about these games. Just like the last when he was playing regularly as a first teamer. Do not tell me CM was better. Do not tell me Nkosinathi was better because Nkosinathi was eating bench. And it alludes to one thing. Why is Koki still here if Nizorilisu Sesane? Why is Koki still here? It doesn't make sense what's going on. We're not, if players come on, I think players when you get injured, go Pirates, and it's a long-term injury, and you're not maybe a Bomfukeng or a police players that are crucial, or Tito, you're fucked. Askis, you're fucked. You have to pray to your gods because what won't give you a chance? The management seem to throw you under the bus. So for me, I don't like the way it looks. It doesn't look good on the Pirates that the Sesane is leaving. And it doesn't make sense. Our Bodle and Agotoki are still here. You know, it just doesn't make sense. Moving on, guys. I wanted to, just to, as it's a link story, Ndah moving closer, and that's moving closer to Mamelodi Sundowns. His agent was talking to his interest from his Sundowns. Multiple sources, are saying that the move is close. Kudos to his Sundowns. You're getting a good defender. Hopefully, he's still at the Ndah we know, so he can help out Sundowns for their fans, essentially. I'm not happy about the move as a Pirates fan because it's embarrassing on our part. We let him go. Now he's going to a rival. Does that not open America for the Pirates that Sundowns is signing him? You can still go back. I think he still has affection for a Pirate. Why not go back for him? Admit you made a mistake and go back for him. But he's going to his Sundowns. We're strengthening rivals. I hate that. It's strengthening rivals. We're strengthening a direct competitor. As much as we know, Sundowns is a direct competitor. By us letting go of Ndah, we're strengthening a thingy. By us letting Musiandro get hijacked, we're strengthening them. They just lost out the league. Bakwatile, they want to fight back for the league that they've been winning for like eight times in a row. But Pirates seem to be taking step back soon. I know Ndah has been gone. But still, we're not showing any ambition, it's not showing any ambition. We're strengthening the rival. We're letting the rival get stronger. It's just annoying, but cool. It's a good signing for his son. If he can get back to his best, which I think, and he can also play midfield now. I saw him Stellenbosch playing midfield this week. Anyway, moving on, guys. I just wanted to touch on, just a little bit touch on Mbokazi. I know it's not really PSL transfer news, but it applies. He's a South African, and he's moved to Napoli. I see a lot of people getting excited. It's not there yet. It's not even close, guys. It's not even as close yet. I know the agent Mbokazi said, I think he might get offered. Napoli might be interested. Sorry for that. Napoli might be interested. No reputable source in Italy is saying anything, and they should, because Napoli is a big club. There were Matteo Moreno, even Fabrizio would have reported, because Mbokazi has got eyes on him now because of the World Cup, and there's no more Pirates player, MLS. With them not saying anything, I don't think we should be excited as of yet. Maybe there is a little bit of interest, but it's not at the stage where we should be even talking about it. Essentially, it just comes from sources that are just bullshitters, essentially. So yeah, hopefully he does get the move, because the Serie A is made for defenders, and when he gets the move, we will report on it, and I will to report on it and talk about it. But for now, it's something to mention, but not something to talk about. Moving on, we will also have to talk about, obviously, Team Enkulu, Soweto, Eyinye, Amakhosi, Chiefs, the latest on the Chiefs, and Ibrahim Abanse, Ibrahim Abanse to Chiefs. Again, another one where I think the agent is pushing for a move. He's free agent, he moved from Marumo Galans. I don't know where he went, but now he's a free agent. I think the agent is the one behind this, the rumors and everything. Go to my publication now at all, to get these rumors. We're hearing Banse close to Chiefs. I don't think it's that close yet. Chiefs loves them a good free agent. They love them, so they love a good free agent. But I think this is agent motive. I think the agent is trying to push a move to Chiefs. Will Chief budge? I don't know, but I don't think Chiefs is actively exploring it at this moment, because I think when about focus Pili, they just paid this 8 million to Kanyisa Mayo. I don't know why you would pay 8 million for Kanyisa Mayo. I'm not saying he's a good player, but based on what he has offered you since he was on loan, he's not worth that money. But then I think their focus is elsewhere. I'm not saying they won't sign Upanse. Of course they can. I'm just saying right now, I think his agent is pushing for it. I think he's, sometimes I'm an agent, they like, Mike, Mike McCabe, he does it most of the time where he pushes for moves, essentially. So he'll take a player to a club. I think that's what the agent is trying to do, trying to spark some interest, Upanse. But I don't think it's close yet, The Upili, it's quiet around Upili for the Kaizer Chiefs, so I'm not hearing anything. It's quiet, so I think they still deadlocked at the price. The price is high, guys. What was it? The last I heard was 16 million. That's high for a South African player, especially PSL. That's quite high, but it's encouraging to see my transfer fees being reported. I think we should move on to that, because we should hold these players accountable. We don't know the transfer fees, so we can't hold them fully accountable. Player may sign 16 million, we should hold you up to that standard and hold you accountable. I think it's a good thing for South African football that more transfer fees, the wage are being thingy. Now, Siandro Bumaga floor, but we could say, if you're earning 140k, fucking work, you know. Like with Dion, that's why I hold Dion so accountable, because he's earning so much money and he offers next to nothing, and people will clap hands for Dion because he works hard. Works hard, 500K. Okay. But yeah, it's quiet around the shit now. They confirmed the signing of Ronaldo Lina, of course. Sesane confirmed. Let's see what Chiefs are trying to build. Are they going to back Fernando the Cruz the right way and sign him the players that he wants? We'll see, guys. We'll see, guys. Moving on, as I'm looking down here. Oh, yeah, Siwelele, guys. Confirm the whole squad gone. You know, when I read this, they're trying to rebuild. Obviously, signing Sesane and Boja. Good signs, but releasing your whole squad. Damn, you know, it's intense. You know, now you have to replace. So they'll go into a new season with a new lineup, like a completely new lineup. It's crazy because you need to have a core, maybe 5 or 4 players staying. Who is their core? You know, who's their core? If you release that many players, I get that they want to compete and they want to change. It's a good side, you know. They need to compete, and I think Sesane will help them. Rasa Boja, people rate him, so he might help them. So essentially, it's good. It's good on their part what they do, because I think they want to compete, because we need South African teams to compete. But you need that core also. Just keep a little bit of the core. So I want to understand who the core is, you know, for Siwelele guys, you know. But essentially, that's what for EPSL, this is good for EPSL, you know. As much as South Africa supposedly competed a World Cup, more eyes are on the PSL. Mfokeng moving overseas, more eyes on the PSL. Abolal Foster Pay, more eyes on the PSL. Essentially, we need a 4/5 team to compete. It can't be Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns every time. We need the Staleys, the TS Galaxies to compete, you know. And I know being a selling club, you're making money and stuff like that, but competing also can get, you know, you can get more sponsorships, more revenue, because just compete, you can fight for trophies, you know. Players have ambitions. If you're a team that fights for trophies, more players want to come to you, more money you can spend off them. I mean, if you're fighting for trophies, big players, maybe Gundu, can come to your team, maybe from foreign, can come to your team. Then you can spend the money more if you're winning trophies, you know. So these teams, I know they want to be selling clubs, you know, with TS Galaxy, because you know Suga's model. He wants to ship these players to Pirates and Sundowns. It doesn't make sense, but hey, it's better if you're competing. So sign players and keep them to compete. So meaning when you compete, more sponsorships, more revenue, more eyes on your team, more players want to come, meaning you can spend them off to bigger teams for even bigger transfer fees. Correlates. But hey, this is what it is, guys. As always, if you enjoy this content, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, bottom right hand corner, share this video, and of course, people, as always, to end it off, peace.